Ever since Megalag exposed Honey, there have been several YouTube sponsorships that have been under fire because people think that they're just as sketchy, if not more sketchy, than Honey. One of those most notably being Pi Adblocker, which has the same developers as Honey and uses the same affiliate scam type thing that Honey does. And considering they're developed by the same people, not surprising. So a lot of people who have been sponsoring Pi, like this individual creator over here, had gotten a lot of people in their comment section saying, could you not take a Pi sponsorship in the future? They seem pretty sketchy and they're associated with Honey. And in fairness to this creator, they immediately said that they're going to be looking into it. So people are becoming more privy to sponsorship scams on YouTube. Legal Eagle, being a big YouTube lawyer, even stating that he is going to be suing Honey and PayPal for basically scamming creators. And he actually has a few other sponsorships that are on his list for investigation if his lawsuit against PayPal is successful. He stated that if his lawsuit is successful, then other companies that he would like to see investigated would be Karma, Capital One Shopping, and Pi. So those could be next in line in terms of getting lawsuits. But the thing is, there is actually another sponsorship that's been on YouTube longer than Honey, longer than Pi, longer than Karma, longer than pretty much any other sponsorship that you can think of, which is a sponsorship called BetterHelp. What is BetterHelp? Well, I'll let former WWE wrestler Maven Huffman explain.
Today, I fortunately have healthier ways to take care of my physical health, and I also have healthier ways to take care of my mental health as well. And that way is today's video sponsor, BetterHelp. BetterHelp matches you with a therapist and lets you talk to them however you feel most comfortable, either through a phone call, video call, or messaging. And it could not be simpler. Just go to my link, betterhelp.com/Maven, and answer a few questions. And you'll be paired with a licensed therapist, usually within 48 hours. It's okay to ask for help. I mean, there's a reason over 4 million people have turned to BetterHelp.
Well, there was a YouTuber who called out BetterHelp for being shady and saying that they just don't really like associating with them. And it's this guy you guys might have heard of. His name is PewDiePie. I think he was big on YouTube once, but yeah, PewDiePie basically made a video saying, and this was 6 years ago, by the way, saying, yeah, I'm not really too keen on BetterHelp. So he's kind of like the Markiplier of this situation. I mean, to be fair, Honey just recently got revealed as a scam, whereas BetterHelp was kind of known as a scam for a while. But still, PewDiePie kind of took a bold stand against BetterHelp to be like, hey, you know, massive company that's sponsoring all these YouTubers, I don't really like you guys, and I'm going to make a video explaining why.
They pride on having 4 million users, and they've gathered this many users by saying this. If you sign up for BetterHelp, you'll pay only $65, whereas if you go to an actual therapist and meet face to face, you'll be paying $250. So look how much money you are saving by using BetterHelp instead of face-to-face therapy. However, in their own terms of service, they acknowledge that if you are using this site, it is not a complete substitute for face-to-face examination and for a session by a licensed qualified professional. So it's marketed as a cheaper substitute for therapy, when in reality, it's a luxury. It's an addition to therapy. Look how much money you are saving by not going to therapy. Also, by the way, you need to go to therapy. When you subscribe to BetterHelp, let's say you pick the most popular one, $65 per week, but you are billed monthly. So when the 7-day trial runs out, you're immediately billed $260. So let's say you sign up for BetterHelp for a 7-day free trial. As soon as that trial ends, you are charged immediately with the full price of a month, $260. And even if you immediately cancel, you are still charged the full amount for a month that you will not use. And there's a lot of reviews that reinforce this. BetterHelp says, how long will I use his service? Just as long as you need it. You can cancel the subscription of the service at any time. We'll just charge you for the full month anyway. BetterHelp also says that we'll find you an online therapist. You just do this quick questionnaire and we'll find the right person for you. But in their terms of service, they also say, we cannot assess whether the use of the counselor is right and suitable for your needs. So what do? They don't take accountability for anything. You can find a therapist that does phone calls or texting by yourself. BetterHelp says themselves that they give no warranty for their willingness to give advice. They make no warranty whether what they say is even relevant, useful, correct.
So yeah, you could just chalk this up to BetterHelp just trying to make sure that they can save their own asses in terms of getting sued, but still, there have been so many people who have talked about how BetterHelp was just not a good service for them, how the therapist seemed completely unprofessional, not on time, canceling sessions out of nowhere. And again, if this was like a few rumors, this video wouldn't even be worth making, but BetterHelp has made a resurgence in a big way, and it shouldn't. The thing that actually inspired me to make today's video is this situation that happened with this YouTuber Adam something yesterday, where basically they had a new video that was up for 9 minutes. Only 3,600 views at the time, right? They had taken a BetterHelp sponsorship and the comments ripped them apart. Come on, of all people, you didn't do 5 seconds of research on how awful BetterHelp is? Lol, bro talks shit about everyone yet ends up accepting a BetterHelp sponsorship. The fucking irony. I'd highly suggest removing the BetterHelp sponsorship. They've been proven to have very questionable business practices and morals. BetterHelp sponsorship? You really need that rent money, don't you? Oh no, not BetterHelp. Come on, dude. BetterHelp is a partner on this channel? Really? You shill for BetterHelp? And to this YouTuber's credit, they did make a comment where they said, hey everyone, this is a re-upload of the previously sponsored video. I got rid of this segment after realizing that the company in question had some dodgy practices and various other ethical issues in the past. The onus is on me for not doing enough research on them. The onus? What the fuck does that mean? We got a lot of dumbasses on YouTube like me, so let's use some layman's terms here. But anyways, the agency that pitched them to me is a longtime partner of mine, and I considered them a trusted source, which is why I let my guard down a bit there. Oh well, lessons learned. In the meantime, enjoy the ad-free version, a divine privilege normally found in the pantheon of my patrons and YouTube members. Yeah, so I'm really not trying to be a hater. I do appreciate that Adam something actually took down that sponsorship and just made his video normally without it. But there is something that I said in my second to last video, which I'm going to reiterate again. This person, Adam something, a YouTuber with over 1 million subscribers, who apparently is big enough to take sponsorships and should therefore know about sponsorships, didn't know that BetterHelp was sketchy and had a bad reputation. The other YouTuber that I mentioned earlier in this video, Stephanie Lange, who is a YouTuber with over 2 million subscribers and has been uploading videos for years, apparently didn't know anything about Pi, didn't know that Pi was developed by the owners of Honey, and apparently, I quote, "I'd never heard of Honey until today." So she's a big YouTuber who's been uploading for years but had never heard of Honey coupons? Honey, arguably the most prolific sponsor in the last few years on YouTube, and they'd never heard of Honey or Pi or their association or anything like that. Again, I gave Stephanie the benefit of the doubt on my last video, and I'll give Adam something the same benefit of the doubt, but it really is hard to believe that these massive YouTubers that have been making videos for years, that are open to accepting sponsorships, apparently don't know about the worst, sketchiest sponsorships in the history of the website. It's just really weird. Like these other commenters, I give him props for taking quick action and making sure to take that BetterHelp sponsorship out of his video, but still, like, I just don't understand how these guys are not aware of some of the worst, sketchiest, most horrible reputation sponsorships on the website. It's just really, really weird. But yeah, you guys get the idea. BetterHelp doesn't have the best reputation. BetterHelp isn't too trustworthy, and I would advise against big YouTubers taking a sponsorship with them in the future. Also, big YouTubers, please do your research before actually promoting a service. Remember that your millions of subscribers might be using that service because they like you and trust you, and that could result in them being hurt, especially when it comes to therapy, because that's a very sensitive subject. So yeah, just do your research. That's all I ask. Please leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more. See ya.